Well, Kevin Chief chatted with me about it. He'd like to do something with the youth and take them somewhere. And we sort of discussed Washington. We thought it would be a great opportunity since Gary's the ambassador there now to have them come.
We had an important meeting to attend in Mr. A's room, so we went and she told us that we're going to Washington.
They told us there right then, and I was speechless.
I actually heard a little bit ahead of time from Sterling. I'm not sure if you were supposed to tell me or not, but
I was kind of confused at the same time. I was wondering if it was kind of like a joke. I didn't believe it.
One of my friends sent me the link from Free Press, and he was telling me about it.
Wendy texted me in the morning asking for my passport, and I told her I didn't have one, so she set up a passport thingy. And I didn't find out till 2 weeks before we were going that we were actually going to Washington.
I was actually pretty excited. I was like overwhelmed, so overwhelmed that I was speechless actually.
I was really excited, especially when I found out like the details about what we were doing.
See different places, like how it's different from Canada, and I've never been to the States, so I'm really excited to see new things and also learn new things about Washington and also the Americans.
We didn't sleep at all, so kind of overtired, but it's gonna be worth it.
I got a text at like 3 in the morning from Sarah saying that it was back open and all the museums were back open, so it's pretty exciting. We can go back to our original plan, what the trip was kind of all about, and I'm excited.
Pretty amazing. It's different coming from Winnipeg and going to such a big place, coming from such a small place.
I'd like to call it Museum Day. We went and checked out a whole bunch of really interesting museums.
We went to a lot of museums. The Native American Museum.
After the museum, we went to the Holocaust exhibit, and that was like really difficult to see. Like you learn about it in school, you see in detail what happened.
We are about to go to George Washington's house.
The Canadian Embassy was unbelievable.
And we met Gary Dewar and we had a tour around the place and it was really cool.
I got up to like the top deck and I had to like grab the ground because I was so scared of heights. And you could see everything from up there.
We had a barbecue at Gary Dewar's house, and we watched the game, and we just all hung out there for a bit. Breaking all the day. She is not my friend, and everyone conspires. Still I choose. I think it was like the biggest house I've ever been in. Like just rooms on rooms, and it was crazy.
Yeah, we went on the DC After Dark tour, and we pretty much went to almost every monument.
We're in front of the White House right now, and it's pretty cool.
That's like everyone's favorite. It's probably my favorite.
It's like a perfect view to the Washington Monument too. Like, it's pretty breathtaking.
I have a dream that our children will be judged by the content of their character and not by the color of their skin.
It's a really great experience.
like what a bunch of other people have said already, I'll never ever forget this trip. And, past few days I've been like thinking about all the memorials, leaders, all the leaders we've learned about, even the Holocaust Museum. Makes me so grateful and blessed. And like I think a lot, and then I've just been thinking about how I could like apply like what I've learned to my own life and like back home. Like how to be a great leader, how to stand out, and like work hard, you know. All the leaders that we've learned about here so far, like they never gave up.
Just being here and how like a lot of us don't like really talk outside of Wasak, and we like came together and it was just a really great experience for anybody really to be able to come to a different state. Like that's something big, especially for people coming from the North End and how we're like considered like so low in the North End. And
going to where the slaves were buried, it was really hard. Sorry. Yeah, it was awesome because I always wanted to know what like really happened to them and everything that they went through, and also like learning about Abraham Lincoln and how he really helped the slaves. It really like, I don't know, it was one of my, I was really happy I got to learn and see everything in person. It was awesome.
So I picked Martin Luther King Jr. I guess he started the ending of racism toward African people in America, and I guess all over actually. And I just chose him because I guess in Canada, Natives aren't looked on as very good. And when I went to my school, I went with a lot of white kids, and obviously everyone knew I was Native because I jigged, and my mom's very cultural, so I always had my hair in braids and like always looked very Aboriginal. So a lot of kids would like, oh, you're just a dirty Native or whatever. So the way I overcame that was just being like, staying true to my culture and knowing who I am, and I just stuck with it. And over time, they just gave up and was like, there's no point. Like, you're not like hurting me, you're not bringing me down. So that's how I overcame it.
I think this group that's on the trip with me and you are they're really good. I mean, these are the leaders that are gonna grow up to become like senior leaders at Wasak, and they're all gonna take something from this and bring it back to Winnipeg with them that they're gonna bring on to other people at the program as well. And it's also a good time for us to make friendship here, bond together, get to know each other way better, and look at each other as family. And I think I've gotten to do that since starting to come here in Washington. So.
Just thank you to everybody who's participated and stepped up and donated.
Thank you once again, and God bless.
I just want to say thanks a lot for the opportunity. It's a great experience. A lot of us wouldn't have a chance to do a trip like this otherwise, and we just can't thank you enough.
Thank you for making a wish come true.
I would like to say thanks to everything from the donation people.
Say thank you that it wouldn't have been possible without them.
I just want to say thank you again for everyone who helped with our fundraising.
This is like my first major trip, and without Wasak or the sponsors, I wouldn't be going, so thank you.
Well, yeah, thank you. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and going to Washington, I'll forever be grateful for it.
I just want to say thanks, and that I'm really blessed to be able to go on this trip with everybody.
Appreciate it, and thank you. Just wanted to say thank you very much. I'm very appreciative of it, and it wouldn't be possible without any of you. And yeah, just thank you. I'm grateful, really grateful.